Now, what we will be doing is the innervation or the nerves of the extensors. In order to do this, we're going to need to lift up our tibialis anterior muscle by using our tools. So I'm going to push it in here and kind of move it out of the way a little bit. And that's going to show me the interosseous membrane here, this band in here. Okay. Now that I've done that, we will need to make our first deep fiber. And to do that, we're going to need some white clay. We don't need a lot, as these bands are going to be pretty small, or pretty thin, I should say. So, we're going to take a piece of ivory clay, not white clay, ivory clay. Now I'm going to make it about the diameter of a dry piece of spaghetti. And this will be coming to the top of the tibia. Okay. So if I'm up here, I'll place it here. Okay. I'll go right underneath our tibialis anterior, and it will run. Well, my piece is not going to be nearly long enough. Hold on one moment. It will run all the way down to the bottom of the foot, okay, the end of the hallux or the end of your big toe. So this is going to be a pretty long piece that you're going to need. It will run all the way from the tibia down to the end of the great toe here. And again, this is ivory clay. This is ivory clay. So now I'll take my piece and come from the top of the tibia all the way down in that groove I just made. And we'll run all the way out to the end of the great toe, just next to the tendon we made. And then I will go ahead and chop that off, because I have an ant run across. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make several strands of white clay, and we're going to take those nerves and we are going to make some branches. Okay. So we'll make a little white clay here. Again, you're going for a fairly thin piece of tube. We're going to branch off, and we're going to go in between the second and third digits. There's my tool. Now we'll go ahead and cut that there. So now we're going to form another long white tube about the size of the previous one. Okay. And this one will come out of the top of the, pass out of the top of the fibula, and it's going to run all the way down to the fifth digit. So we'll run from here all the way down over to the fifth digit. So this tube again needs to be relatively long in order to make that path. So I'll take it from the top of the fibula here, run it along my previous nerve, until it gets to the end of my 5th digit there. Okay. So now we'll need another piece of white clay. And this piece will branch off just in the retinaculum here that we created earlier. And that one will come down in between the 3rd and 4th digits. So I'll take this piece and it'll branch off here in the ankle as I get stuck and move my whole nerve. I will take this one, branch it off, and bring it down, where I will then cut this guy. There we go. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to take this tool and I want to try to push it down in there between the 3rd and 4th digits. It may not be very easy and it may not work out quite so well, but that is okay. Now what we are going to do is we're going to make 2 to 3 strands of red clay that are about 3 inches long each. Okay. And these guys are going to be about the same thickness as our previous nerve. So about the thickness of a piece of dried spaghetti. But remember, you're making 2 to 3 strands that are each 3 inches long. Sorry, making the camera all wiggly wobbly.